Hi, welcome to government class, and I'm Amy Hiatt. Today we're going to start out with a little bit just getting a chance to know me, then we'll talk about what to expect in this course, and then best ways for your students to contact me and for you to contact me. So just a chance to get to know a little bit more about who I am. I am the founding teacher of SPA, and this is my 8th year teaching. I have a bachelor's degree in geography with a minor in history from Long Beach State, and currently working on my master's in economics and entrepreneurship through the University of Delaware. I hope to graduate this spring. In addition to lots of schooling, I also have work experience in government and politics. So right after college, I actually ended up volunteering, interning, and working in local government and state government. It gave me a lot of great insight and things I hope to bring into this course. In addition to all those things in my free time, I am also an artist. I'm a musician. I still play the trombone and have since I was in the 6th grade. Also grew up as a dancer. I did also dabble in production design, theater, and vocal. So I have a little experience in everything. And I'm also a major crafter, so I love to do arts and crafts in my free time as well. So let's get into this course. This is an AP level course, meaning this is a college level course. This is, though, a year-long class, whereas most AP government courses are a semester, in order to help us all access this level of course. So not only are we preparing and taking steps towards that exam in May, but we are really focused in on building political knowledge and reasoning skills. So we will take a look at American politics, American political society, and the basics of how government works and functions. So how is all of this interconnected, and how does that shape our behaviors and attitudes within the system and how we vote? Additionally, in terms of gaining political knowledge, we will also be learning some disciplinary practices because this is a political science course and not a history course. So students are going to be gaining some new reasoning processes. Specifically, we're going to focus in on how do we develop accurate, well-reasoned, and thoughtful arguments and opinions. That way we can really grapple with all of the different perspectives in our society. So how this will look across the course of the year is 5 units. We are starting right now in the foundations of American democracy. So taking a look at those major founding documents that impacted the creation of the Constitution and what the Constitution looks like. Students are considering and grappling with federalism. So how do we distribute that power? And who should have that power? With that, we are learning the basics of some of those argument skills that I mentioned before. After this, we will take a look at the interactions of the 3 branches, followed by civil liberties and civil rights, and this is where we really get into knowing our rights and Supreme Court cases. This will then end with political participation. So how are our ideologies and beliefs formed, and how do we engage and participate in this political society? So all students are enrolled in AP. As we go through the course, we are going to be building up and practicing those major AP skills. Additionally, for every project, students will be completing some form of written response that will be similar to the responses they will see on the exam. And students are required to complete all power and additional focuses in order to earn that AP credit on their transcript. Here are the major needs to knows. If it's not green, it's homework. Students should be completing that. On Wednesdays currently, our students are completing bits and pieces of the Constitution, getting to know what happens in each portion and each article, and what are the big needs to knows to pull out. As we go through the year, we'll transition into current events and additional AP practice. That AP practice comes through College Board. It's myapcollegeboard.org, and that can be found on Google Classroom. It can also be found on my teacher webpage. This provides more writing practice and more multiple choice practice to familiarize yourself and keep up with all of kind of the content and knowledge covered this year. Additionally, students can always be studying for those focus areas. I have provided them as well with a key term list and textbook guide on the Google Classroom. So one thing students do have access to is an AP level textbook. This is actually a digital resource. It is through OpenStax. The link to this is both on my website and on the Google Classroom. Students can download an app for their phone or a Kindle. They can also read it on the website. I like this OpenStax textbook because it is consistently being updated and reflecting greater demands for diversity in scenarios and examples that are being included within this text. So students can use this textbook as their guide for those focus areas, and especially pairing it with and accessing the key terms that will help them with those focus areas. Just a brief overview about that exam. It is the beginning of May, and it's split into two major portions. 50% of the score comes from multiple choice. They usually give you some kind of stimulus for the questions, and you are responding based off the stimulus and the knowledge that has been gained from the year. The second portion is broken into 4 free response questions. The first 2 questions are more around like briefly identifying and explaining a political process or some kind of pattern, trend, graph that they're providing. The third one is then comparing a Supreme Court case that they know that we would have studied in that third unit with one that is not a required Supreme Court case, so one that they're not familiar with. And usually that's more of a compare-contrast, explaining how the two are connected. And then lastly is an argument essay, which we will be continuing to practice throughout this course, and they'll be getting more familiar with. So the big question is, what if we need help? One, I have open office hours. Students don't have to make an appointment. They are completely open, so they just need to show up. My office hours are on Mondays and Thursdays from 3:30 to 4:30. These are the same days that your students are in my class. So they also get the reminder when we are in class that I have office hours at 3:30. It shows up on their calendar as Hiatt office hours with a link available to attend. So this is really great for focus area support and project completion, checkpoint help. Additionally, if they just need a space to work on stuff, they are more than welcome to attend those office hours. If they can't attend, they can email me and we can try to set up an appointment that works within their day. And if you need me, here are the ways to get information and to contact me. First, email me. This is the best way to communicate in terms of reaching me quickly, and that's amy.hiatt@cocospa.org. You can also easily contact me through calling. You can call the main school number, and there will be a directory that will link with my phone. Leave me a message, and I'll give you a call back. Additionally, up on the CocoSpa teacher webpage, you can find agendas, those AP resources and textbook that I mentioned. And then always be checking Summit. Once again, if it's green, it's good. If not, it's homework. This is the best place to be checking your grades for this course and overall how your student is doing. If you need me, always reach out. I'm here. Keep me posted. And lastly, it is an election year. Getting ready to get out there and get those votes in. But there's many ways that your students can participate if they're interested. One, we are doing a school-wide mock election. It's actually run through the state. So in early October, students will receive a ballot that looks much like as if they're going in to vote. We will then input our results into the state. We can actually compare how our school voted in comparison to the rest of the state. Students can also register as well as pre-register. If they're 16 or older, they can pre-register to vote. So once they turn 18, it automatically kicks in. And there's also the opportunity to work at a polling place on election day. This is a great way to earn a little extra money. Usually I think it's about 60 to $100 for the day. If you're interested in that, please reach out to me and I can connect you with the information for how to get your student working at one of the polling places on election day. I look forward to teaching this class and seeing all the great discussions and skills being built. If you need me, always feel free to reach out, especially by email, or you can call that main school line. Thank you. Have a wonderful evening.